Hello guys, my name is Otokiti Aburazak. I welcome you to this short tutorial on Microsoft Excel 2016 for data analysis. Today we'll be looking at the min, max, and the average function in Excel. We're going to continue working with our data sets of iPhone cases that were ordered by an iPhone case seller. So today we're going to look at the minimum order quantity in this data set, the maximum order quantity in this data set, the minimum order value, and the maximum order value. Also, we're going to look at the average for each of the that of the quantity and the order value and that of the value. So now also we are going to look at the average order quantity for each of the iPhone cases, average order value for each of the iPhone cases, and the minimum order value for each of the iPhone cases, and the maximum order value for each of the iPhone cases. So for us to calculate the minimum order value, order quantity for each of for the entire data set, we use the min function in Excel. Then you select the order quantity, select the range, then you don't anchor it, then you hit enter. So then the minimum order quantity is 120. Then to calculate the order value, you simply copy the formula. It will shift the cell for you and calculate since to calculate the order value for you, since order value is next to quantity quantity ordered. So for us to calculate the max, we use the max function in Excel. Then you select the order quantity, the range, then you close the bracket, then you hit enter. So now the maximum order quantity is 990. To calculate the maximum order value, you simply copy the cell. Then for us to calculate the average, use the average function in Excel. Then we select the range of cell, hit enter. So now that is the average quantity that was ordered on this data set, and this is the average order value in this data set. So for us to calculate for iPhone 8, that is the average order quantity for iPhone 8 alone, we use average if in Excel, average if. So you select the range, then you anchor it, then comma, then you select your criteria, which is iPhone 8, then comma, then average range. Then which range do you want it to average? Then which is the quantity column. Then you also anchor it and close the bracket, hit enter. So now the average order quantity for iPhone 8 alone is 564. To calculate for iPhone 8s or iPhone X, you simply copy the formula. Then for us to also calculate the average order value for iPhone 8, simply use average if, then you select criteria, range, then you anchor it, then comma, select your criteria, then and also since this average order value, select the order value column, enter. So now the average order value for iPhone 8 is 845, and you just copy it for the remaining iPhone cases for it to calculate the average order value for them. So now to calculate the minimum order value, so now in this case there's no particular function in Excel that is called a min if or a max if in Excel. So what we're going to use, we're going to make use of what is called an array function in Excel. So now this arrow function, what it simply means is that we're going to combine two functions together for us to be able to calculate the minimum for this iPhone 8 or iPhone 8s or iPhone X. So we're going to make use of min. Since it is the minimum we want, then we look at the if function. So in this if function, we're going to select the product type. After selecting the product type, then we anchor it. Then you now compare it with this, with iPhone 8. Then if this holds true, let's say for example now, if what Excel will do is that Excel will look at the product type. Which of it is iPhone 8? Anyone that is iPhone 8, it will pick it. After it picks it, then if it's able to find anyone in this product type that is iPhone 8, then what do you want it to do if it is true? So now what we want Excel to do for us, if it's able to find in this product type iPhone 8, then we want it to calculate for the other value. So what we'll now do is that we'll select the other value column, then we also anchor it. Then we close the bracket, then enter. So now the minimum order value for iPhone 8 alone is 180 naira. So for us to calculate the minimum for iPhone 8s or iPhone X, we simply copy the formula. So for us also to calculate the maximum order value now for iPhone 8, we also use max, then if. So we'll first of all select the product types, then you anchor it, then you now compare it with iPhone 8. Then you now, if this hold true, what do you want? Which of the column do you want it to select, to pick? So we want it to pick order value column, then anchor it, then close the bracket. So the maximum order value for iPhone 8 is 1,485. So for us to calculate for iPhone 8s or iPhone X, then you simply copy it to this other side for this other these other iPhones. So now, in summary, we are able to calculate the average order quantity for the iPhone cases, and the average order value, the minimum order value, and the maximum order value. From this table, you can see clearly which of the products is selling, and you'll be able to know which one to invest more on. Thanks for your time. Hope to see you next time.